India, the land of super rich and abject poverty. India has the third largest number of billionaires in the world, but also a third of the world's poor. In the mid-1990s, India had only 2 resident billionaires with an asset of $3.2 billion. In 2012, India had 46 resident billionaires with a combined wealth of $176 billion. The difference in the wealth share held by India's poorest 10% and the richest 10% is enormous. India's richest 10% holds 370 times the share of wealth that its poorest hold. India's richest 10% have been getting steadily richer since 2000, and now hold nearly 3/4 of total wealth. India's 1%ers, its super rich, have been getting richer even faster. In the early 2000s, India's top 1% held a lower of share of India's total wealth than the world's top 1% held of its total wealth. That changed just before and after the global recession, though the world's super rich are recovering, and India's top 1% holds close to half of the country's total wealth. Though this kind of a trend is seen all over the world, it is happening very fast in India. India has 78 million people who are homeless and at the same time has the costliest house in the world. People living in poverty, less than $1.25 US a day, struggle to afford safe, nutritious food to feed themselves and their families. As they grow hungrier, they become weak, prone to illness and less productive, making it difficult to work. If they're farmers, they can't afford the tools, seeds and fertilizer they need to increase their production, let alone have the strength to perform the laborious work. The limited income also means they often can't afford to send their children to school, pull them out to work to help support the family. Even if children are lucky enough to go to class, their malnourishment prevents them from learning to their fullest. Lack of education prevents better job opportunities in the future, confining yet another generation to the same life of poverty and hunger. What if the same continues? A widening gap ushers the dawn of a vicious socio-economic climate that causes deterioration in national competitiveness, high crime rate, social unrest, and political instability. The high point of these problems is the onset of revolution or terrorism that threatens the viability and existence of a country.